This is Ajanta ma'am. This is the second part of Act 5, Scene 1 of the Tempest. Earlier in my video, I had explained Ariel's speech. When Ariel comes back and he narrates about the sinners and how he has seen them suffering. Prospero resolves to change after that. When he hears Ariel speaking about the prisoners, about the sinners, Prospero for the first time seems to care what someone else thinks. Ariel's compassion for the sinners changes him, and it restores Prospero's humanity. One can now look back and speculate as to whether his plan was to reconcile with his enemies all along, or whether he had planned on revenge until his conversation with Ariel changed his mind. Prospero says, "Though with the high wrongs I am struck to the quick, yet with my nobler reason against my fury do I take part. The rarer action is in the virtue than in vengeance. They being penitent, the sole drift of my purpose doth extend not a found further. Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break and the senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves." Prospero here says to Ariel that he will forgive his enemies. Antonio had conspired against him, and in this he was assisted by Alonso. Though they have done deep wrongs by expelling him from his dukedom and casting him along with his daughter adrift on the sea to perish, now it seems everything has changed. The table is turned against his enemies. Now that all these sinners are at his mercy, it is natural for Prospero to show vengeance on them. But he promises to do no such thing. His better self or higher self incites him, pushes him to show mercy. And he says, it is far more nobler to show mercy than to take vengeance. Now that they or the sinners are sincerely repentant, the intention of Prospero will now not go any further by way of hostility. He will heartily forgive them and be reconciled to them as his friends. These lines in this speech, "Yet with my nobler reason Against my fury do I take part. The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance. They being penitent, the sole drift of my purpose doth extend, not a frown further. In this passage, we get the keynote to the drama, Tempest. Prospero, who has suffered a process of moral regeneration, he has suffered a process of moral regeneration which makes him now realize the supreme virtue of forgiveness. He is no longer bent on revenge. As in the first scene, we see him, how revengeful he is. He begins the tempest, the storm. Now he will heartily forgive the sinners and be reconciled to them as friends. He decides that Ariel has changed his mind, and therefore he will go no further with his revenge. He forgives all of them. Although in the beginning of the play, he had many grievances against all of them. Now he is in a mood to forgive all of them, because forgiveness is nobler than revenge. His main aim, Prospero's main aim, was for them to realize, to repent their misdeeds. And since they are doing so, no further punishment is necessary. He orders Ariel to release his enemies from captivity and bring them to him. Ariel agrees and he says, "I'll fetch them, sir." Prospero traces a circle and he begins his long speech. Yet elves of hills and brooks. He begins his long speech. He invokes the various spirits who have aided him, describing the many incredible feats he has accomplished with his magic. Thank you for watching my videos. Please continue to watch my videos for a complete analysis of your short stories, your poems, as well as Shakespeare. Bye for now.